Good morning, Cleveland and Columbus sports fans. This is Jenn B, and you're tuned in to the show of the land on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Today we are going to talk about the NBA leading Cleveland Cavaliers, and then we will talk some Charge basketball. We'll get into some college hoops. We will talk some Guardians baseball with spring training underway. We will talk some hockey with the Blue Jackets and the Monsters, and of course the Four Nations face-off, including our own Zach Wierenski. We will talk some college hockey. We will talk some volleyball with the Columbus Fury. Then we'll talk a little Browns, some college football, and we will wrap things up with some soccer with the Columbus Crew and the Cleveland Crunch. So stay right here with the show of the land with Jenn B on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports, and we'll get right into all of those sports right after these messages from our sponsors.
IE Sports Radio fans, this show is brought to you by Planet Jerky Premium Brisket Beef Jerky. Planet Jerky is the official jerky of the 2022 California League champion Lake Elsinore Storm, Single A affiliate of the San Diego Padres. This all brisket jerky has gluten-free options, contains no MSG, no sodium nitrate, is low in sugar, and high in protein. Go to their website at planetjerky.net and follow them on Instagram at Planet Jerky. Planet Jerky, the jerky that's on a whole other planet.
Rise and shine. It's 4 a.m. The stars are still out. The sun is beneath the horizon, but it's time to punch in and go to work. The comfort of your warm-ups turns into the grinding out of your reps as the clinking and the clinking of the plates create a symphony of euphoria. There's no other feeling like it. Earn it, burn it, and take what's yours. IE Sports Radio has proudly partnered with Vital Apparel, a brand that not only fits great, but also promotes and donates to mental health research. Use our code IESR to get 15% off their comfortable and inspiring gym wear and help them on their amazing journey to support mental health. Go hard, take part in your iron therapy, and be strong. Because when your mental health is as strong as you are, there's no telling how far you'll go.
Hey there, IE Sports Radio fans. Be sure to check out our sponsor, Seal the Deal Wax Seals by Cecilia B. You just finished your very own wedding or baby shower invitations and you're looking for that extra special touch? Maybe you just wrote a letter to a relative or a friend and you want to add to their smile when they receive it. Then seal the deal with Cecilia's handmade sealing wax stamps for your invitations, letters, and gifts. You bring the deal, we'll bring the seal. You can find them on Instagram at sealthedeal_wax stamps and on Facebook, Seal the Deal Wax Seals.
For the last 10 years, IE Sports Radio has been bringing you amazing content ranging from interviewing legendary athletes, coaches, and other authorized media personnel to building tailor-made shows dedicated to all major sports cities around the country. Make sure to follow us at IE Sports Radio on X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube to keep up with the latest in sports and with all of our shows. Also, make sure to check out our daily updated website at iesportsradio.com. At iesportsradio.com, you can see our daily show schedule and check out all of our show pages with personal bios to learn a little bit more about each of our awesome hosts. In addition to our show pages, you can catch the iSports Radio blog, Hall of Fame, Fans of the Month page, and our merchandise shop, including t-shirts, tank tops, caps, long sleeves, hoodies, and more. For now over a decade here at IE Sports Radio, we've continued to be by the fans, for the fans, and we thank you all for your support and for making IE Sports Radio your direct feed for all that is sports.
Welcome back to the Show of the Land with Jenn B right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Be sure to check out all our wonderful sponsors. Planet Jerky Premium Brisket Beef Jerky. Head on over to planetjerky.net to place your orders today. All orders over $50 get free shipping. Vital Apparel. You can place your orders and use promo code IESR for 15% off their workout gear. Seal the Deal Wax Seals. Head on over to iesportsradio.com/seal the deal wax seals to check those out and place your orders. They are the perfect finish to your invitations, letters, and gifts. And of course, we wouldn't be here without IE Sports Radio. Be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, Instagram, TikTok. Check us out and be sure to visit the website. You can get some bios on all of the different hosts and the show schedules and all of that fun stuff. And of course, our blog as well. And our newest sponsor, Raw Nutrition. I don't know why I can't say this. Raw Nutrition Supplements. Go to getrawnutrition.com and use code IESR to get 10% off your orders. You could follow me on X at Show of the Land IE and on Instagram, Threads, and Blue Sky at Believe Land Girl and on TikTok at Jen.believeland. Let's get into the sports of it all. The Cleveland Cavaliers finished the first half of the season. Good morning, Taryn. Thank you. Taryn is the host of Set Point, our volleyball show, and the SoCal Supreme Sports Show. And he also co-hosts 3 and Out with Larry B. So be sure to check out his shows. The Cleveland Cavaliers wrapped up the first half of the season. I say that in quotes because it's not really half, but it's way more than half, but whatever. Before the All-Star break, on Monday, they took on the Minnesota Timberwolves, and DeAndre Hunter made his debut in the starting 5 because Max Strus was out with an injury. believe it was a sore ankle, nothing too serious because he was back for the next game. But Dean Wade, Max Strus, and Isaac Okoro were all out for that game against the Timberwolves. The Cavs came out on top 128-107. Evan Mobley led with 28 points and recorded a double-double with 10 rebounds. Jarrett Allen also had a double-double with 14 points and 13 rebounds. And in his debut, DeAndre Hunter finished with 12 points and 1 rebound in 23 minutes of play. Wednesday, the Cavs finished out the first half of the season against the Toronto Raptors, winning 131-108 with Dean Wade, Ty Jerome, and Isaac Okoro all out. Donovan Mitchell led with 21 points. Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen both recorded double-doubles. Evan Mobley had 12 points and 15 rebounds, and Jarrett Allen had 13 points and 10 rebounds. In this one, DeAndre Hunter came off the bench, still played a great game. I believe he had 15 points. Everybody was on fire. Max Strus, DeAndre Hunter, Sam Merrill, all hitting threes like crazy. So how did the first half of the season go for the Cleveland Cavaliers? They finished at 44-10 on February 12th, first in the East by 5.5 games over the Celtics. Just for some context, the Cavs did not get their 44th win of the season last year until March 25th. So this year, they got it on February 12th. Last year, March 25th. So not too shabby. Hopefully they can keep it up when they get back. Thuringer released his mid-season top 100 for the NBA. Also did a preseason top 100. So I'm first going to say where these guys are right now. Then we will go back and go over where they were in the preseason rankings. Donovan Mitchell is currently at 12. Evan Mobley, 22. Darius Garland, 33. Jarrett Allen, 49. And DeAndre Hunter, 91. So the Cavs have 5 in the top 100. In the preseason rankings, Donovan Mitchell was at 16, so he moved up 4 spots. Evan Mobley was at 46, moving up 24 spots. Darius Garland was at 58, moving up 25 spots. Jarrett Allen was at 55, moving up 6 spots. And DeAndre Hunter was previously unranked and now at 91, so he moved up at least 10 spots. The Cavs also boast the highest ranked trio in the NBA with Mitchell, Mobley, and Garland all in the top 35. So not a bad first half of the season for our Cleveland Cavaliers, which leads to All-Stars, right? Yes, so we have some All-Stars taking part in the skills competitions yesterday. Evan Mobley and Donovan Mitchell participated in the skills challenge, and they won, beating out Golden State's duo. They finished the challenge in the final round in 1 minute flat and took home the trophies. Darius Garland participated in the 3-point competition. In round 1 of the competition, he got 24 points, and in round 2, he got 19 and was eliminated there, but not a bad showing for Darius Garland in his first 3-point competition. The All-Star games will be played tonight. Team Kenny, the Young Guns, which includes Darius Garland and Evan Mobley, will be taking on Team Chuck, the Global Stars, which includes a Donovan Mitchell, at 8:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. The winner of this game will take on the winner of the second game, which is between Team Shaq, the OGs, and Team Candace, which is the G League guys. And then the winner of that game will play the winner of Team Kenny versus Team Chuck at, I believe, 10 o'clock tonight. It's they're playing first team to 40, I believe, are the rules for this all-star layout this year. So we will see how that all plays out. But at least one of our all-stars will make it to the finals. So be watching that tonight. So be sure to tune in. Next up for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they are back in action on Thursday against the Brooklyn Nets, and then Friday against the New York Knicks. So not a little bit of a rough schedule there coming up in a back-to-back, playing the harder team in the second of the back-to-back. The Cleveland Charge did not fare as well in the first half of the season, unfortunately. But they did have 3 games this past week. Saturday, they played the Westchester Knicks and lost 120 to 107. Farron Hunt led with 33 points and a double-double and recorded 14 rebounds. Luke Travers also had a double-double in his first game back from injury with 13 points and 10 assists. Wednesday, they played the Raptors 905 and lost a close one, 102 to 96. Farron Hunt led with 26 points and another double-double with 12 rebounds. Naquan Tomlin also recorded a double-double with 24 points and 11 rebounds. Thursday, they again played the Raptors 905. This time they got the win, 130 to 116. Amoni Bates led with 33 points. Luke Travers had a triple-double with 25 points, 10 assists, and 18 rebounds. Farron Hunt also had a double-double with 22 points and 15 rebounds. The Charge finished the first half of the season in 12th place in the East at 9-11. And they will be back in action after the All-Star break on Saturday against the Birmingham Squadron. Now let's get into some college hoops. Ohio State men's basketball's Bruce Thornton was named the Burger King Player of the Week. So congratulations to him. Last week, if you recall, it was Ohio State women's basketball's Cody McMahon, but she has other honors this week. Ohio State women's basketball's Cody McMahon was named to the Naismith Trophy's College Player of the Year midseason team. So congratulations to Cody. And now we have some other college teams to talk about. Cleveland State men's basketball is currently ranked 23 in the latest mid-major top 25 rankings. So congratulations to them. And then we also have Akron men's basketball making some noise. They are at the top of the MAC at 20-5 and currently on a 13-game win streak, and they are 12-0 in conference play. So congratulations to the Akron Zips men's basketball team for those accomplishments, and hopefully they can keep it going, and maybe we'll be talking about them a little in March. Before we head off to break, we've got some baseball to talk about. Spring training is underway for the Cleveland Guardians down in Arizona. This past week, they signed catcher Cameron Barstad to a minor league contract. Jose Ramirez has come in at number 9 on the MLB Top 100 for this year. He was at 14 last year. The Guardians signed right-handed pitcher Jacob Junis to a 1-year contract pending a physical. And we have some spring training injury updates to talk about. Most notably, Shane Bieber is making throws from the bullpen at spring training. Fantastic news. Sam Hentges is currently 5 months post right shoulder anterior capsule repair. He is progressing through his post-operative rehab program as scheduled and is likely to begin a return to throw progression in March. The full time frame for full recovery is 12 to 14 months, so we've got another 7 to 9 months before we see him out on the field, but he is progressing well, so that is positive news. Daniel Espino is 11 months post right shoulder anterior capsule revision repair, and he continues to progress through his rehab and throwing progression. At this juncture, they plan to have him return to game activity in the 16 to 18 month time frame. So we've still got another 5 to 7 months for Espino. Nick Enright is currently recovering from a low-grade strain in his right latissimus dorsi muscle, and he is likely to resume throwing in the upcoming week with a projected full return to game activity in April. Shane Bieber is continuing to progress through his return to throwing at the Arizona complex. He has been able to progress his throwing to 5 days per week and is throwing a distance of 120 feet. And he will initiate his mound progression in mid-February, which has started to happen as he was throwing in the bullpen. So that is good news. No timeline is being given, so we'll see what happens with him and if we can see him back here soon. He is not currently listed in the projected starting rotation, so we'll see. Trevor Stephan, he has also progressed in his return to throw program at the Arizona complex as he recuperates from his right ulnar collateral ligament reconstruction, which was performed in March of 2024. He has been able to progress his throwing distance to 120 feet and is currently throwing 5 days per week. He is projected to begin his mound progression later this month. So it looks like him and Shane Bieber are on similar projections there. George Valera is 19 weeks post-op following right knee patellar tendon repair and is progressing well. He has been able to successfully add throwing and hitting into his progression, soft toss swings, and throwing out to 75 feet. He is expected to begin running on field this week and taking batting practice next week and progressing into defensive drill work by March. So maybe we'll have him back in time for the start of the season. David Fry is progressing through his rehab program at the Arizona complex. He is recovering from right ulnar collateral ligament revision that he had in October of 2024, and he will submit to interval rechecks in early March to determine the next steps. So that All sounds like good news to me. All heading in the right direction. We will get more into the Guardians as spring training progresses, talk a little bit more about what the opening day lineup could look like with the loss of Andres Jimenez and Josh Naylor. As of right now, it appears Carlos Santana will be playing first base, possibly rotating between him and Kyle Manzardo. And it looks like Juan Brito is leading the charge for second base, but we'll see how that progresses as spring training continues. I am going to take a short break, and when I get back, we will get into some hockey. So stay right here with the show of the land with Jenn B on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. And I'll be right back after this.
What's up, New York? This is Ricky K coming at you at the NY State of Sports, a new show here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Listen to me every Thursday afternoon as we bring you the latest takes on the Yankees, Mets, Jets, Giants, Knicks, Nets, Rangers, Devils, and Islanders. Plus, you get some college hoops and what's the local sports events going on in the area. It's a state that never sleeps, so why not get the opinions and sports takes that never sleep? Again, every Thursday, 2 p.m. to the NY State of Sports. We'll see you then.
Sports fans, do you like teams that are tough, cities that are tougher, and fan bases that are passionate about their teams? How about teams that are historic and stadiums that are iconic? Then you belong in Chicago, and you need to check out Chi-Town Weekly. Join me, Adam Kernan, every week as we keep up with all things Chicago sports. Bears, Bulls, Blackhawks, Cubs, White Sox. We'll cover them all, plus more. The Windy City is always buzzing, and we'll keep you up on all the big games and major stories. So tune in to Chi-Town Weekly every week right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
Welcome back to the show of the land with Jenn B on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Be sure to check out Ricky K in the New York State of Sports on Monday afternoons and Chi-Town Weekly, also on Mondays for your New York and Chicago sports needs. Adam and Ricky both do a fantastic job with their shows. Let's get into the hockey of it all. The Columbus Blue Jackets only had one game this past week because it is the break for the Four Nations face-off. But let's talk about it. Saturday, they played the New York Rangers and unfortunately did not finish out the first half of the season with a win. They lost 4-3. Kent Johnson, Justin Danforth, and James Van Riemsdyk had the 3 goals. Following the completion of that game, the Blue Jackets loaned forwards Mikhail Putia and Luca Del Belbaluz back to the Cleveland Monsters. They may or may not be recalling them again once we return from the Four Nations break, but there's a good chance that they'll be staying in Cleveland for a while because we should have some guys coming back from injury. But speaking of the Four Nations face-off, our own Zach Werenski is on Team USA. On Thursday, Team USA played Team Finland, and Team USA won 6-1. Zach Werenski recorded 3 assists. The first on the first USA goal, the second on a power play goal to start the third period, and the third assist was on another power play goal later in the third period. Then on a Saturday, last night, the USA took on Team Canada. Team USA won 3-1, and Zach Werenski recorded another assist, giving him 4 points so far in the Four Nations face-off. The next game will be Monday, and as Team USA takes on Team Sweden. Team USA has already secured their spot in the championship game, which will be played on Thursday. Next up for the Columbus Blue Jackets, they will be back in action on Saturday against the Chicago Blackhawks. So hopefully they can get back to some winning, though Adam will not agree with that, but I say they need to get back to some winning, those Blue Jackets. Let's talk about the Cleveland Monsters, who are not on break. Saturday, they played Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins, and lost 5-4 in overtime. So at least they got a point. Joseph Labate had 2 goals. Rocco Grimaldi had a goal, and Trey Fix-Wolanski had a power play goal in that overtime loss. Tuesday, the Monsters played the Rochester Americans and got their booties kicked. 5-1 loss. Trey Fix-Wolanski scored the lone goal for the Monsters. Saturday, last night, they played the Chicago Wolves and won 4-1. Dylan Gambrell, Stefan Matteau, Madison Bowie, and Roman Akan recorded the 4 goals. Roman Akans was an empty netter at the end of the game to secure the win. So that is all great news for the Monsters to get another win in regulation. They did this past week assign Curtis Hall to the Cincinnati Cyclones. And in Tuesday's game against Rochester, Owen Sillinger suffered a lower body injury that will end his season. So prayers up to Owen for a speedy recovery. Sucks that they will not have him for the rest of the season, but hopefully the Blue Jackets can get some guys back, and maybe the Monsters can get Denton Matejchuk back down. But we'll see. Next up for the Monsters, this afternoon, they will be taking on the Chicago Wolves once again. And then Wednesday, those pesky Rochester Americans. Maybe they can get a win this time. Fingers crossed. Now for some college, men's college hockey. Got 2 teams to talk a little bit about. We've got the Ohio State men's hockey team, the Buckeyes. They have moved up the rankings from 9 to 8, and senior goaltender Logan Turnus was named Big Ten Second Star of the Week. So congratulations to Logan and the Ohio State men's hockey team that just keeps moving up the rankings. And over the last couple of days, they also swept the Wisconsin Badgers in a 2-game series. So maybe, just maybe, when the rankings come out this week, they'll move up even more. The Ohio University Bobcats also making a little bit of noise in the hockey arena. They are currently ranked number 3 in the latest ACHA's men's rankings. So congratulations to the OU Bobcats. Hopefully they can keep that rolling. That is going to be all for our hockey talk. I am going to take a short break, and when I come back, we will talk some volleyball, football, and football, aka soccer. So stay right here with the show of the land with Jenn B on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. And I will be right back after this.
Hello, ladies and sinners. Hello, sports fans around the world. Hello, IE Sports family. This is Cale Henderson, the host of IE Vegas, the Sin City Sports Show, presented by IE Sports Radio. If you folks are interested in sports in the Vegas area, if you're wanting to have a blast for 1 hour every Tuesday night from 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, this is a show built for the Vegas sports fans, where we feature the Las Vegas Raiders, the Las Vegas Golden Knights, the Las Vegas Aces, and the University of Las Vegas, Nevada Rebels. Hopefully, fingers crossed, MLB team coming soon. Either way, if you folks are looking to have a blast for 1 hour each and every week, tune in Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you folks are interested in Vegas sports news, go to our Twitter at SinCities_IESR, and you can speak with me, the host, Cale Henderson, at Cale_Henderson on Twitter. At any time, be happy to reply. Always want to reach out to our fans. Again, the Sin City Sports Show, presented by IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
How we doing, sports fans? This is Christian Harvey, your host of Gritsville, USA, your go-to show for all things Detroit and Michigan here on IE Sports Radio. Whether you're here for Gritty Lions talk, getting pumped up for the great Detroit sports renaissance, or hating on your neighbor depending on if they were green or blue, we got you covered. Whether you're in the East, West, or Central, we got you covered. Join me as we tackle through all that the great state of Michigan has to offer in the world of sports. Catch me, Christian Harvey, each week on Gritsville, USA, right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
Welcome back to the show of the land with Jenn B on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Be sure to catch Cale Henderson on Sin City Sports for your Vegas sports needs, and Christian Harvey on Gritsville, USA for your Oxygen sports needs, because we don't say M's in Ohio. No, we do not. All right, let's get into some volleyball. And sadly, the Columbus Fairy are still wah, wah, wah. But Megan Courtney Lush has been named an all-star, so congratulations to our own Megan Courtney Lush on being named an all-star. Wednesday, the Columbus Fury took on the Orlando Valkyries. They came out fast and hard, but then it was all downhill from there. They lost 1-3, winning set 1 25-15. Looked like it was going to be a good match from there, but then they lost set 2 24-26, set 3 18-25, and set 4 20-25. So the Fury continue with just one win. Tomorrow they take on the league leading Vegas Thrill. And then Thursday they will play the Grand Rapids Rise. Maybe, just maybe, they can get win number 2 this week. Fingers crossed. I don't know. This team is frustrating to me. Very frustrating. Here's another frustrating team to talk about. The Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns made a number of coaching hires and changes this past week. They hired Christian Jones from the New York Giants to be the tight ends coach. They hired Sanders Davis from Rice University to be assistant offensive line coach. They hired Kyle Hoke from Texas A&M to be assistant special teams coach. Adam Morris from the University of Buffalo to be assistant defensive line coach. And Ben Wilkerson from the New York Jets as assistant offensive line coach. Then some coaching promotions / changes. Bill Musgrave has been moved from offensive assistant to quarterbacks coach. Stephen Bravo Brown is the new assistant wide receivers coach, and Nick Charlton is the pass game specialist. All three of those guys have been with the team in other roles. These are their new roles. So, what else is happening with the Cleveland Browns? Not much, but Shedeur Sanders has confirmed that the Browns are the first of his top 30 visits. Now, whether or not that means anything is yet to be determined. The Browns have a history of not drafting many, if any, of the guys they meet in the top 30 visits. So I would not read too much into this personally, but you never know. Stranger things have happened. But let's get into the college football of it all. Got some Ohio State news. The Buckeyes are hiring Matt Patricia as their new defensive coordinator. Ohio State also has 12 players in the 2024 PFF Top 101 of college football. And those guys are wide receiver Jeremiah Smith at number 8, safety Caleb Downs at number 10, edge rusher Jack Sawyer at number 12, quarterback Will Howard at 37, linebacker Cody Simon at 46, running back Travion Henderson at 50, edge rusher JT Tumololau, JTT as I call him because I don't know how to pronounce his last name, at 52, Quinshawn Judkins at 54, Emeka Igbuka at 58, a wide receiver, offensive tackle Donovan Jackson at 74, defensive tackle Tyleek Williams at 95, and safety Lathan Ransom at 100. So congratulations to those 12 guys. Of those 12, 3, I believe, 3 will still be on the team next year. The rest are entering the NFL draft. And speaking of the draft, the Ohio State Buckeyes have a college football leading 15 invitees to the NFL Combine, and those 15 are Will Howard, Travion Henderson, Quinshawn Judkins, Emeka Ibuka, Donovan Jackson, Seth McLaughlin, Josh Simmons, Ty Hamilton, Jack Sawyer, JTT, Tyleek Williams, Cody Simon, Denzel Burke, Jordan Hancock, and Lathan Ransom. So congratulations to those 15 guys who get to show their skills at the NFL Combine coming up here in not too long, couple of weeks. We also have a couple of invitees for the Toledo Rockets, and they are Maxon Hook and Darius Alexander. So congratulations to those two Toledo Rockets as well. Based on my scroll through the 300 and some names invited to the Combine, those are the only guys from our region, Ohio State and Toledo. So good luck to all 17 of those northern Ohio, northern/central Ohio invitees to the NFL Combine. May all their dreams come true. Let's move on to some soccer or football with the Columbus Crew. The Columbus Crew acquired a 2025 international roster slot from the Colorado Rapids in exchange for $200,000 in general allocation money and the Crew's natural first round selection in the 2026 MLS Super Draft. And MLS season will be kicking off here shortly. The Crew's first match will be Saturday against the Chicago Fire FC. So we get to see this newfangled team without Cucho Hernandez and Christian Ramirez. I'm nervous, guys. I'm nervous. I'm nervous about this. Nervous. But let's move on to the other soccer team in the area, the MLIS Cleveland Crunch. Last Saturday, they took on the Canadian Crusaders for the second time this season, second time in a row, and they won 8-7 in overtime. Brian Kern had the overtime winner and was named man of the match. Mikey Derezik had a hat trick and scored his 100th career goal with the Cleveland Crunch. And then last night, the Crunch again played the Canadian Crusaders for the third match in a row. And again, they came out victorious, winning 9-8 in a shootout. Goalkeeper Mario Musa was named man of the match with 11 saves in regulation and 3 penalty kick saves, securing the win for the Crunch. And it also gives them sole possession of first place in MLIS. So fantastic for the Cleveland Crunch. They are still on the top and still have just one loss in like a really long time. So if you're looking for a winning team in Cleveland, we've got the Cleveland Crunch and we've got the Cleveland Cavaliers. And hopefully coming soon, the Cleveland Guardians. We will stay away from the football team, right? We also have Ohio State. And the Crew have won quite a bit down there in Columbus as well. So next up for the Cleveland Crunch, next Saturday, they will take on Lansing Red Cedar. Well, folks, that's all she wrote for today. Be sure to check out the All-Star Game featuring Evan Mobley, Darius Garland, and Donovan Mitchell tonight at 8:20 p.m. Eastern Time. And while you wait for that, be sure to check out the greatest race, the Daytona 500, 2 p.m. Eastern Time today. And you can catch me tomorrow night on the Extra Mile for more about the Daytona 500. And I will be back with you with more Cleveland and Columbus sports next Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But in the meantime, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Go Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, and Donovan Mitchell, though only either Darius Garland or Evan Mobley or Donovan Mitchell can win. But hopefully one of their teams will make it to definitely one of their teams will make it to the championship, but hopefully one of them will win the All-Star Championship game tonight. And like I said, check out the Daytona 500 this afternoon before the All-Star games. And I will catch you all next Sunday morning. Have a great rest of your weekend and a fantastic week. And I will see you all back here next Sunday morning at 11 a.m. with the Show of the Land with Jenn B right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Happy 216 Day, Cleveland.